Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Newey, back with another reading. This is going to be an all signs reading. It's going to be all signs, all signs. Hold on. Hey, Lioness Kitty. Hi. How you feeling tonight? I disappeared? Where I went? What you mean? Oh, dang! I gotta make an announcement too for the members, because tomorrow I'll be doing a What's up, Devon? I gotta do a all signs. I was gonna do a live again for my members. Oh, I disappeared on my body. Hey, thanks, Lioness. I was thinking about that too. I did just a little bit. I slimmed down a little bit. My daughter said I did today too. Oh, she said you weren't at your seat. Oh, okay. I was gone. Oh, okay. I know. I was thinking because my daughter said earlier. She's like, "Yeah, you did lose weight. You used to be a biggie." So I thought you was talking about that, like I was slim when I turned to the side. Yeah, what's up? AMBB. Alright, let me shuffle up. We're going forward today too, y'all. Okay. I was going to do this earlier, but I couldn't get to it because I had to pick my daughter up. I had to wait for her to get back around because I would have went live and she would have called me and said, "Oh, you can come get me now." So I had to wait around for her. Alright, so alright, we better get started. Ring now, 2:20. Alright, so Aries, damn, we didn't go with that. 6 of Cups just fell out. Alright, so how people currently viewing you guys as a soulmate, somebody comfortable, easy to talk to. They seem maybe like they maybe want to teach you at times. So people are viewing you as either as a teacher or somebody who they feel like they can teach. Almost like a little brother or a little sister at times. Like you have that comfortability, like they can bring anything to you, maybe their worries, their troubles. They just feel cozy. You just give up a cozy vibe. That's how they're viewing you as somebody like, oh, okay. I know, like they feel like they know you, as like from the beginning, from the rip. I feel like I know you. You know what I mean? It just feels like family, home. All right. So what's up, Will Trim? Of course, I'd come back too. Yeah, the sun, easy, good times. People are viewing you as somebody who's like very laid back, chill, a good time. You know what I mean? Fun to be around, exciting to talk to. You know what I mean? They love to see you smile. They're viewing you as somebody with a nice smile. They're viewing you as somebody. Maybe some of y'all as a great parent or like good with children, just naturally good with children. Like maybe you guys have more of like a gentle, childish spirit. Like you seem young. You know what I mean? I was gonna say very virile. So if you're a man, they seem like you have like a lot of spunk, or you can probably maybe have sex pretty well. Could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius you're dealing with. Could be a Scorpio or a Leo. People view you as their baby at times. So you're being viewed as like a baby. Somebody people want to nurture, they want to love on, they want to hug, they want to be around, like a cousin, like a long lost family member. Where you been? I ain't seen you in for like people be happy to see you. That's how they're viewing you. Somebody was like, or somebody who shows them this type of energy when they show up. So like you're always bubbly and happy to be seen and happy to talk and just energetic and just showing up like the sun at this moment. You know what I mean? They feel like there's things that you don't always say. So they're viewing you as somebody who maybe does better at listening and being receptive and you know what I mean, kind of just like just taking it all in. Oh, you're so people view you as somebody who's like very present in the moment. You know what I mean? Just happy, here for a short time, here for you know what I mean, not here for a good time and a short time, but like when you show up, it is a good time, and they're like happy you're here. So it's giving that type of Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, people don't feel like they have to do too much, like they have to try too hard to impress you, or have to maybe like do too much to figure you out. They feel like you're kind of easy to please. Could be done with a Virgo, Libra, Gemini, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You're very supportive. You're very helpful, productive. You know what I mean? We got Three of Pentacles here too. So they'd be wanting to work with you. People are viewing you as somebody they would like to work with. They'd like to support. Somebody they'd like to see in a better position. Like, you know, it's just like they're some of y'all they're viewing you as somebody that they're grateful is coming to their life because of this Six of Cups and this sun being out here on the deck. So it's like, I'm glad that you're in my life. I'm glad that I've encountered you. I'm glad that you, some of y'all is like a rekindling, or You guys are reconciling, so they're viewing you as somebody that they're happy has come back into their life. They're happy that you're around them. You know what I mean? They're happy in your space. When they're around, it's like, I can just be here. I can just be. They don't feel like they have to do too much. So this is what they're viewing you as, somebody that just makes people feel comfortable being in your space or being themselves. All right, you boost their confidence. They're viewing you as that. Somebody who's like, I want to help you. You make me happy. You make me feel like I'm family. You know what I mean? I like this. I like the relationship that we have. I like the connection that we have. You know what I mean? So it's just the all-around good feeling. Like, it make you warm in your tummy. So, hey there, Kim Priestess. Hey, Kim, Karen. Hey, Annette. All right, so yeah, some of y'all that are viewing you as somebody maybe doing some repairs or fixing stuff or trying to like tie up some loose ends. So, but they want to be there for you. So know that. All right, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo. All right, some of y'all that are viewing you as, because I've seen that 10 of Cups too. That's a large following. So some of y'all that are viewing you as a person who has a large following. You don't have to do too much for money, or you don't have to do too much for people to see your value or people to want to be in a relationship. Some of y'all are very attractive. They're viewing you as that, where you don't have to do a lot of work to get into a relationship. It's maybe your appearance. You know what I mean? So, all right. Anyway, Taurus. My heat's coming on and off because I gotta get a weather strip from my door. It's letting out the hot air. It's a little cold tonight in these Delaware skies. Hey, Tracy Trace. All right, Taurus. You're being viewed as manipulative and power hungry. I got the Emperor and the Magician in reverse, and then I got the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles. So they're viewing you as somebody who has, it seems like they have it all together except for one thing. It could be money, it could be status, it could be attraction, it could be clothes, it could be security, like a house, a car. It could be, you're just missing one thing. It's like you got it all. It's just something just missing. One, like, it's just something missing. All right, Queen of Wands. Some of y'all could just be your confidence, or it could be that you be pissing them off. We got the Leo, we got Virgo, we got Sag. They want to heal it, but like they want you. People are viewing you as somebody who's very like strategic and very kind of cold or detached from them. Like, you don't always say what's on your mind, or you say things in a very subtle way. Like, it's kind of like slick how you talk to them. So they're viewing you as somebody who's like easy to get, because we do also got easy to get along with the Temperance. You got the easy to get along with, but it's just like sometimes you just be saying things that just kind of cut a little deep, or you say things that kind of make them question you. Could be dealing with Aquarius, could be dealing with Virgo, Sag, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So they're viewing you as somebody they need to keep their eye on, or be like very direct or straightforward with. But they also kind of view you as somebody that's kind of hard to really match up with intellectually in a way, or the way, like maybe conversation wise. It's almost like they feel like they can't get anything over or past you. That's what the vibe is. Kind of feels like they can't get anything over you. So people are viewing you as somebody they can't really like just say anything. That's what it is. They know that they can't just say anything to you because you fly off the handle. So as they fly off the handle, you fly. Oh, okay, it makes sense. Because it's like, oh, you're not going for anything, and they're not going just for anything either. So they recognize that. So it's a little bit of frustration because like they can't have it how they normally would have had it with the Queen of Wands in reverse. You know what I mean? So they have to be strategic. They're viewing you as somebody who they have to deal with differently. They have to deal with you differently. They feel like they have to like detach. They can't really be like straightforward with you the way they would. So they can't be as blunt. They could be like honest, and they could be, you know, I mean, yeah, I could say straightforward, but they just feel like they're viewing you as somebody who they can't be, like they can't be indecisive with you. You know what I'm saying? They can't be on the fence with you. That's what it is. They know that they have to either like put up or shut up. You know what I mean? So you kind of like view, like people are viewing you as somebody that kind of makes them insecure. You know what I mean? Like maybe they aren't like as fit for you as they imagine themselves to be. So that might be part of what it is here. Because the insecurity with the Queen of Wands in reverse. You know what I mean? They may be, sometimes it could be like they're vain. They may view you as somebody who's vain. And that might be what it is. Where they kind of feel like any imperfection of me, you're going to look at me this way, you're going to treat me this way. So they kind of worry about like not being enough for you at times, or not catching your attention at times. It's somebody who's used to getting a lot of attention. So if they're not constantly having your attention or constantly being right, because we got Queen of Wands in reverse. So people are viewing you as like either always needing to be right. Hey there, Mystic Meeks, what you doing in here? Hey, Autumn. Oh, hey, thank you, Silent Priestess. Piece of candy. Thank you so much. I didn't even see y'all in there. Autumn, hi. But anyway, yeah, so they're viewing you as somebody who always thinks they're right. You know what I mean? But like they don't want to like mess up the tempo of the relationship, because we got the Temperance here. You know what I mean? It's like everything just be going good, and then you just kind of like, I'm not gonna say you fuck it up, but like, you know, I guess it's the way you talk, because we got the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords and the Page of Swords. You know, it's like the way you talk. So like they try not to say a lot with you. People are viewing you as like somebody that they can't really say too much to. Because either you're very like direct and kind of like cut the bullshit out, or you're like just like giving them like bullshit conversation. Like you don't really talk too much about anything. You just maybe like question them a lot, or just be like, I don't know, just looking, not really saying too much. So people are kind of viewing you as somebody who does a lot of looking, does a lot of like, I'm gonna say just noticing shit. You be noticing shit. That's what they're viewing you as, somebody who notices a lot of different shit. And every time you pick something up, you go off with it. Like, oh, I seen this, so now it's like you project. I'm not gonna say, well, I'm gonna say project, but it's almost like you start talking about like they're going down this path, or this is like maybe you start predicting the path that they're going down, or you start like, I don't know, because sometimes the page of swords and the queen of swords is experience. Page of swords is somebody who's nosy but also does a lot of research, so they be trying to learn all the patterns, they be trying to learn everything. So this may be like they're viewing as somebody who kind of cuts to the chase kind of quick when it comes to conversations. Like you pick up on stuff, then you start trying to lead the conversation, and then you be thinking you all the way right, thinking that you heard this little bit and now you want it. So some of y'all, it's like you be giving unsolicited advice at times, like they ain't asked for that. It's not even like upset. Like it's not even like it's a bad thing. It's just kind of like you be giving advice sometimes, and I ain't asked for that shit. Like, oh, okay, but it'd be good advice because it's the Queen of Swords upright too with the Temperance. It can come from experience that you've had, but it's like, oh, okay, I didn't care right now. Like maybe it's your timing, but it's not. Queen of Swords has good timing, so it's just like, I don't know. They're viewing you as like a know-it-all at times. Well, that's a Taurus thing. They're viewing you as a know-it-all, but they're also viewing you as like highly conceited. You know, you're attractive, maybe because you already know you're attractive, so they just feel like I can't maneuver you how I would maneuver everybody else because you know you're attractive. See, if you didn't know you was attractive, then I'd be able to get you. But you seen me. That's how they feel. They feel like you've seen them, or you can see like their game plan. So so that's how they're viewing you. Somebody that are viewing you as maybe like trying to be a savior to them, or pretending that they're needing something, so that way they can get you to like, you know, maybe like come into their life in that way. You know what I mean? So sometimes it's like them trying to downplay themselves at times, acting like they're not doing so well. So that way you're kind of like hype them up, or try to like heal them, or try to like make them feel better about a situation. You know what I mean? They play like a victim state sometimes, just sometimes. You know what I mean? Just kind of to get your energy. All right. Thank you so much, KK. Ooh, piece of candy. Wow, $9. Thank you so much. All right, so we got Virgo, Leo, Sag, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Cancer. All right, so yeah, people, cause I seen that Queen of Cups. That just means that people know that they're viewing you as somebody very intuitive, able to self-soothe. So you don't really need a partnership, you know what I mean? But they feel like you're missing something. They're like, you know, you just missing me. That's what they're thinking. Like, you just miss me, and like you just need me, and everything else will go well. All right, so Gemini. Let's see. Hey, Miss B, what are you doing? Hey, Marie. All right. So they're viewing you guys as somebody who's a little bit chaotic. They could be viewing you as somebody who may be bad for their mental health. Could be a Gemini, could be a Libra, could be a Taurus, could be an Aries or a Scorpio. They also view you as somebody who either unexpectedly got pregnant, or somebody who they like, I was gonna say unexpectedly planned to have a pregnancy with you, or they realized that they would like to settle down with you. So it's kind of giving that. So people are viewing you as somebody who's unpredictable, rather, but like living a very comfortable life. You just be popping out whenever, looking good as shit. So, you know what I mean? Or looking like, I don't know, like you have a lot of designer, or you have a lot of like good clothing. So you dress pretty well. So people are viewing you as somebody who's like well put together, attractive, gentle. You know what I mean? Easy to talk to. You know what I'm saying? But also very like unpredictable. Like you be saying shit for wow factor, or just to kind of like shake people up. You know what I mean? You trigger people to want better in life. So they're viewing you as somebody who they can look up to. Because some of y'all have had like unexpected wealth, or unexpected like good circumstances coming your way. We got the Empress still here on the bottom of the deck. So some of you had like unexpected good wealth, or good like a good amount of abundance come your way, or something like that. They're viewing you as somebody who's living a comfortable lifestyle. Like even after either a shakeup, or after like some type of unexpected change, you guys have gotten retribution. So they're viewing you as somebody who's gotten your comeuppings now, or things have gotten better for you guys. Things are coming into balance for you guys. If you guys are also having a better reputation, or just a great public image to people. Yeah, we got the moon here. So people don't see what you be doing in the dark, is what they be saying. So like you have like, I don't know, maybe you have good friends in high places, or they're viewing you as somebody who's like respected by authority figures, higher ups. You know what I mean? People who are in a good station in life, or people who are just have like a good reputation themselves. So I'm not gonna say that you used it for clout, but they do feel like you're in that realm of like those same type of people, and they know you. So like, yeah, you're good. You know what I mean? So people respect you. They're viewing you as somebody that needs to be respected. You got solid boundaries. You always be having good advice. But we also got the Queen of Swords here with the Three of Swords. So people are viewing you as somebody that they can bring like their vulnerabilities to, their mistakes, their secrets. Because we also got the Moon with the Three of Swords. So things that are like pressing issues to them, people are viewing you as somebody they can bring it to, and you'll give them an honest assessment of what you think. You know what I mean? Without being biased. You'll be like, oh, okay, you know, even if it didn't tell you, like when people go to express how they feel, even if they felt you did them wrong, they feel like you're a good listener. They're viewing you as like a good listener. Like, yeah, you listen to me, you hear what I'm saying, and it feel like you give good advice or good like replies or good insight. Like, because we got Queen of Swords. You know what I mean? Queen of Swords with the Three of Swords and the Moon. Somebody who can see through like the vagueness, the fogginess. When I'm not emotionally understanding my own feelings, they feel like you can put it into words. Or when I'm not understanding where I'm going wrong, or I'm not seeing where I'm making the mistakes at, or how I'm hindering myself, they're viewing you as somebody who, you know, makes it clearer to them, or is very perceptive of like where they should be making changes or what they should be doing. Like, you're somebody who holds yourself. They're viewing you as somebody who holds themselves in high esteem, or like to a higher standard. Like you just don't do whatever. You just don't do what everybody else is doing. You know what I mean? You respect yourself different than how other people do. So they're viewing you as somebody that they can't just play with you. You know what I mean? They have to really kind of feel you out. You know what I mean? It's like I can't just like say again, kind of like Taurus, where I can't just say anything to you because Queen of Swords can listen. She's a good listener. So it's like I can't just say anything to you. I gotta come correct. You know what I mean? But also, how do you feel about me? Because people are viewing you as somebody who they care about your judgment. They care about your opinion. They care about like what you think of them. You know what I mean? So like they want to present themselves at all times as the best version of themselves. You know what I mean? So they're viewing you as somebody who could be a romantic partner too, because we got the Ace of Cups with the Four of Wands. So some of y'all they could be viewing, yeah. Some of y'all they do view you as somebody they can settle down with. Like they feel like this would be an equal relationship. Like you would give them back to them what they could give to you. So they do feel like it would be a good relationship. Maybe you would make them look as good as they would make you look. You know what I mean? They kind of feel that way too. I mean, like, so maybe it's like career based too, because we've got Queen of Swords here. So we got a lot of air signs. So a lot of air, Pisces, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio. Could be doing one of them. They're also viewing you as well dressed, well presented. Like, you know what I mean? You don't be just letting everybody talk to you, or everybody be up in your space. You know what I mean? Like you're very particular. That's how they're viewing you. Or just like the way that I had to talk to you again. It's like I can't, like I can say like the truth and tell you what it really is, and you can hear and understand it. But they also kind of wonder like, how do you feel? So they're like, you know what I mean? Like they can't really read how you really feel about them. So people are, you know, maybe they just want to hold a lot of conversations. Kind of get that vibe, like just wanting to hold a lot of conversations, just to kind of get your feelings, get your emotions, wondering like, you know, how are you receiving this? They can't really read your response. Even if you're like, it just seems like you're very stoic with the information or with like your perception of things. Like, I mean, I couldn't even give you like a story about it, but what I'm saying is like, when people bring information to you, it seems like regardless of what's going on, you're just gonna listen. You know what I mean? You're gonna give them the solid advice, even if it was like you did them wrong. They would like, you know what I mean? It's just like I feel like I'm getting a listening ear. You know what I mean? So people are viewing you as somebody who's a good listener and a good confidant or a good advisor. You know what I mean? Or a good lawyer if you guys are in like the legal field. You guys are a good lawyer. You know what I mean? Or this is them like wanting to be a protector to you, like just feeling drawn to you or just feeling connected to you because of the Moon and the Three of Swords. Like there could be an uncanny or that mystical feeling of us being like intertwined or being deeper than what I've like can express verbally. So people do feel that way, or they feel like you just intuitively get them. So it could be even one of those too. That's how I'm viewing you guys though. Honest, trustworthy, good business deal, or I would say good business owner or good business dealer. So like you're honest with your dealings, you know what I mean? So some of y'all be doing contracts or making deals or like just having good public relations in a way. So they're viewing you as that person. All right, and somebody that they want to get it right with. Hey there, Marie E with the wrench. Late. No, it's so good. Anyway, signs is Pisces, Libra, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Aries, Scorpio. All right. I said Libra? Yeah, I did. He said I want to kidnap you, Nene. Miss B. Miss B, I have a daughter. I can't just be kidnapped on a Friday night. Did I do these? I think I did. I did do these. All right. Did I do these? Who am I on now? Taurus? No. Cancer. If I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, right here. 4. Wham. All right. I was just saying, Marie E. Cancer. How they view you guys? They view you guys as selfish right now, not really investing in others. You know what I mean? They may even view you as somebody who thinks they're better than others. Could be dealing with another Cancer. Could be dealing with a Taurus. You know what I mean? So they may be viewing you as like only wanting to give when there's something to be gained. Yeah, 7 of Swords. They're viewing you guys as kind of sneaky. People are viewing you guys as manipulative too, and very detached, avoidant. Oh yeah, yeah. Look, there go the devil. A toxic. You know what I mean? Somebody that they should avoid. You know what I mean? Maybe you're very sexually attractive to some of y'all. For some of y'all, you're very sexually attractive. For others, they just want to avoid you guys because they feel like you guys are toxic. And they feel like it's hard to stay away from you or it's hard to leave you alone. You know what I mean? It's hard to detach, break free of you. You know what I mean? Like, so some of y'all are viewing as somebody who's maybe a little bit like possessive or controlling or domineering, you know what I mean? And manipulative and not very honest about like your intentions, your motives. You always have a little clever way or a little like strategic way of getting what you want or getting a strategic way of trying to like, I was like possess them or control them, you know what I mean? And some of y'all, that's how they're viewing you as like somebody who they need to like strategically deal with in order to be able to control you or in order to be able to possess you. And so it could be the opposite way. It don't got to be like that's you, that they're viewing you as that. It could be them viewing you as them needing to take these actions to, you know, to be able to attain you. So some of y'all, they feel like they need to tempt you. They're viewing as somebody who maybe falls for temptation or falls for like lust or falls for like expensive stuff, material, designer, you know what I mean? They, like you like to live the expensive life or you like, you know, maybe like stuff that other people can't have or stuff that you really shouldn't have. So some of y'all, they feel like you're an overindulgent person. People view you as like an overindulgent person, like maybe greedy at times or just very like mine, like, you know what I mean? Like everything, you just wanting everything, you know what I mean? So it could be like partners or it could just be like material. It could be like cars. It could be like, I don't know, just wanting stuff. They feel like you just be wanting stuff. That's how they're viewing you. Sometimes you just want it just to have it. All right. So that with that 6 of Pentacles earlier, which was a Taurus energy, they kind of feel like, you know what I mean, you don't really invest in people or you deal with a lot of one-sided connections where maybe people give more to you than you give to them. So some of y'all, they feel like it's toxic because maybe you're used to people giving more to you or doing more for you than you do for them. You get what I'm saying? So they're viewing you as somebody who's misleading. Because we also got the Knight of Swords in reverse. So some of y'all, they're either feeling like they're viewing you as somebody that is very misleading with conversation. 7 of Swords, Knight of Swords, like you don't really come off directly about like what you want, where you intend, like you and you're ill-timed or you speak harshly whenever you're communicating to them. You know what I mean? So it's like maybe you cuss too much or you're kind of like vulgar, blunt. You know what I mean? Or for some of y'all, they're viewing you as somebody who does not talk to them, who avoids communication. Because we got a 7 of Swords and a Knight of Swords in reverse. So they could go in those 3 ways where they're looking at you as somebody who avoids communicating, saying things directly. When you do say stuff, it kind of comes out like abruptly or it comes out like awkwardly. So like it comes off maybe a little shy or a little rash or a little rushed, or it's coming off harsh. So like the way that you talk could be a little weird to people. You know what I mean? Because it kind of seems like it's either forced or it's coming off like you're being too strategic about what you're saying to them, like you thought about it too much. You know what I mean? So they're viewing you as somebody who maybe they're like, you may have recently just left a relationship or recently ended a relationship. They may feel like you're having issues communicating with people because you recently just left a relationship, so you're not really fully over it. We got 2 of Cups here, 6 of Swords, and a Tower. So some of y'all may have recently or unexpectedly ended a connection. So they're wondering like, oh, is that why you have this issue communicating with people? Is this an issue why you have an issue like communicating your thoughts or saying things? So some of y'all, either they think you guys are in a relationship or about to try to leave from a relationship, or that you just left one. And you guys are dealing with that like uncertainty of a connection. So like you're not really interested in a relationship, but you are, you know what I mean? But you're like misleading with the conversations because maybe you're not consistent. Maybe you don't always reach out. Maybe you don't always talk. You know what I mean? So they kind of feel like you're leading them on. So people may be viewing you as like leading them on. You know what I mean? One day you're talking, the next day you're not. So they, you know what I mean? So some of y'all, they do kind of feel like you guys are being sneaky in a way. Like maybe you have other romantic options, suitors, because they feel like you're not putting a lot of pressure on them to be anything, to like commit, to like connect in that way. you're not talking about relationships. People are viewing you like somebody who's not really talking about being in a relationship. Like they seem like they feel like you're avoiding connections in general. You know what I mean? Or people. Let's say people in general. Like you're giving off like an awkward vibe. Like you don't want to talk to people, and then when you do talk, it kind of comes like you planned to say this, and then you didn't even say it right. You know, so they may think of you as like scatterbrain, like you go from one subject to the next, or you just be like, maybe you just talk about yourself a lot. You know what I mean? So they kind of view you as like talking about yourself more than anything. You know what I mean? Okay. Wow. Six of Swords though would be like you're easy to talk to though. So I guess you can carry. Oh, they may look at you as like the person who can carry the conversation. Like you do all this talking about yourself, your achievements, maybe you're because like the Knight of Swords could be somebody who's also a championing like conquering stuff. You get what I'm saying? So like you may talk about some of your accomplishments, some of your successes, things that you've overcome, like your thought process. Like you just be saying what comes off the top of your head to them. That's why they kind of assume that maybe you don't be like, maybe you just came from a relationship because they feel like you was comfortable with somebody at some point to be talking the way that you talk. You get what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So it's like the way that you say stuff sometimes it can come off blunt. Like maybe you say the stuff that we always like want to say, but like the way that you say it just comes off as like blunt, harsh. They be like, man, you must either have a relationship or the connection that you were just in made you comfortable as shit. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how they look at you. They're viewing you in that light. You know what I mean? It's like you be saying some bold shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, wow. You talk greasy to people. That's what it is. It's very slick. Anyway, it could be an Aries, Scorpio, Aquarius, Cancer, Sag, Gemini, Aquarius, Sag, yeah. Yeah, so they be viewing y'all as like getting romantic options and not trying. Like people be putting pressure on y'all. I'm going to say that. People be putting pressure on y'all or people be pressed over y'all and y'all don't even be trying for some of y'all. Not for all of y'all, but for some of y'all. Y'all know who. Whatever. All right, so that was a sign. I just want to tell y'all that. I just realized that too. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag too. I meant to tell y'all that. All right, so we on Leo. All right, Leo. Of course, Tracy Trace. Thanks for rocking and rolling. Oh, Queen of Wands, Ten of Wands. So it could be a Leo or a Sag. All right, so, and then we got Capricorn, Virgo. All right, so people feel like you're greedy, selfish. All right, and you always feel like you have to be right. They're viewing you as somebody who overly confident, cocky, too self-assured. I say too self-assured too at this point because we got Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So it could be a Capricorn, Virgo. So they're viewing you as somebody who doesn't really need them. You know what I mean? But they feel like you do need them. But they feel like you are like too much in your pride or your ego to like, or you have too many of these. You have the illusion of options and choices. So people are viewing you as, for some reason, I don't know why I'm telling you this, but with the Queen of Wands in reverse, I could tell you that whoever it is viewing you is either angry or jealous of you. It's one of the two. So it could be anger or jealous of you. People are viewing you as somebody who always feels like they're right or feels like they have all these choices, options. You know what I mean? That they don't have to like, I would say, like give up themselves. Like you feel like you don't have to give up yourself. You can like, you know what I mean, be selfish, or you can like only think about your needs. They think of you as being very self-possessed. I mean, that's a natural trait for a Leo. So I don't really like, you know what I mean? Like they feel like you like to be alone in a way, or like you will be alone. You know what I mean? But you don't really care anyway, as long as your pride is intact. I don't care. You know what I mean? So they also kind of feel like you're very materialistic. I had that Queen of Wands, we got Seven of Cups here, and we got Six of Swords, which has to do with business. So they feel like you guys are always either, so they may feel like people may be viewing you as like having transactional relationships. You know what I mean? Like you have connections, but like these are just like, I don't know, just for fun, or just for like when you're bored, or you just be having like, you know, choices and options. Like they feel like yourself. We got Nine of Cups, Knight of Cups in reverse, the Hierophant in reverse. So some of y'all are viewing as somebody who's not really their type, but also somebody who's easy to talk to. You know what I mean? You be having like some, I would say some luxuries, or you be having like the stuff that they would want. Like you have like creature comforts, pleasurable stuff. You be like, you're good for a pleasurable experience. That's what people are noticing, like are viewing you as, like a pleasurable experience. I don't know why I would tell you that, but with the Hierophant reverse, they're not looking for commitment with you guys. They're looking to like tease you guys, maybe like parade you guys around, maybe travel trips with you guys. An unorthodox relationship. With the Knight of Cups is fickle. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, some days you'd fit the bill, is what they're saying. That's how people are viewing it. It's like sometimes I would want to like romance you and like, you know, play this role with you, but it's like not on a consistent basis. So it could be Aquarius, Scorpio, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, Aries, Leo, Sag, Pisces. So they're viewing you as sometime. They're viewing you as somebody who like only gives when you want something in return. You know what I mean? Because we got the Knight of Cups in reverse and the Nine of Cups in reverse. So they're viewing you as selfish, but like self-motivated. Like only time you're gonna hit me up, or only time you're gonna come over here, or only time I'm gonna hear from you is when you want something. Sure, you be generous, or sure you bring something, but like I know why you're coming. You know what I mean? Or I know why you reached out. You know, because they know that you're looking for something on the back end. This is how they're viewing you. Or they're viewing you as somebody who that's what they need to do. They need to put on an illusion of wanting a relationship, of like conforming to your value system, of not having maybe a traditional system, or not having like a certain belief system that they know isn't agreeable to you. So that with the Knight of Cups, it's an illusionary or seducer. So people are viewing you as somebody who may be a trophy, but all I have to do is like show you grand gestures. All I need to do is like pretend that I'm not like traditional, or I'm not like your past. As long as I'm not like the past experiences that you just had, I'll be whatever you want me to be. So people are viewing you as somebody who that's who they need to be, like materialistic, flashing, flashy, show you stuff. You know what I mean? Like sell you, like tell you, basically sell you a dream, tell you what you would like to hear at the moment to get what they want. They're viewing you as that. So some of y'all are viewing you guys as easy. Some of you, you know what I mean? Like easily won over, easily to like, all I need to do is do this, this, and this. Like it's almost like a formula for some of y'all. They're viewing you as like somebody who they can come up off of with this pace, with this Pisces. I mean, with the Knight of Cups and this Wheel of Fortune reverse, some of y'all are viewing you as an opportunity. They're looking at you as an opportunist. It's one or two. Either they're looking at you as an opportunity by like gassing you up, telling you and pretending that they care more about the situation than what they really do because they know that you're generous, or they know that that's who you are. They're viewing you as that. Like that's how you are. Like you'll give me stuff and you'll do stuff. You'll pretend to be generous, but it's really because you're seeing me as a come up. You know that I have something to gain, so you're only around because you know that this is the best opportunity at the moment for you, and they feel like it's at the moment. You know what I mean? So like they feel like you're really opportunistic, like at moments when you want something, or when you feel like you got like a good look, or they're looking attractive, then all of a sudden you're pursuing. So this could be like maybe they post a picture, because the Seven of Cups for me sometimes is pictures. So maybe when you post a picture, they're viewing you as like maybe like thirst trapping, or they're viewing you as like somebody who is like trying to, I don't know, say it's thirst trapping for now, but I was going somewhere else with that. And I must have been telling a whole lot because I just like lost that train of thought. So some of y'all that view you guys as like posting a lot of pictures, traveling a lot, you know what I mean, having these unorthodox like views and like beliefs and value systems that they don't always agree with, but you're attractive. You know what I mean? Like maybe the way you do stuff, I don't really agree with it, but like you're attractive. You know what I mean? And you may really be the best options that they have, but they don't want to say that either. You know what I'm saying? And then for others of you, they may know that they're the best option that you have, and they may know that you're here because they benefit you. You know what I mean? So they also are like aware of that too, but they also feel like you try to like put up this fantasy or this facade of it being maybe deeper than what it is when they know what the fuck is going on. So it's both ways. All right. So anyway, could be a Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo, Sag, Aquarius, Leo, Scorpio, Pisces. Yeah. All right. They know you guys are scammers. All right. So Virgo, how are people viewing you guys right now? Of course, I got your back. Hey, Andy Pandy. I know I play a clickbait every now and then. I know that's right. You post one, huh? All right. So how are you guys doing? So people are viewing you as somebody who's maybe unexpected, a wild card to them. They don't really know too much about you. You're kind of vague, but they also kind of like view you as a mystery. They're viewing you as very fortunate too, so they feel like things are going well in your life. But like how well? Who knows? Could be dealing with an Aquarius, Sag, Scorpio, Pisces. Pisces. So Sag, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Pisces, Scorpio. All right, got Taurus here. So they're viewing you as like people who are maybe like investing in you guys, or if no. Again, they're viewing you guys as selfish. All right, because we got Nine of Pentacles in reverse, Six of Pentacles in reverse. All right, they're viewing you guys as selfish, not wanting to be alone, but also not wanting to invest equally into partnerships, or not wanting to bring, I was gonna say, value into relationships. So people are viewing you as like wanting to be alone, like because we got the Hermit here with the Nine of Pentacles. This is Virgo energy. they're viewing you as probably wanting to be alone or intending to stay alone. You know what I mean? They're viewing you as maybe like having expensive taste, maybe being high priced for some of y'all, or like, I don't know, like giving the bare minimum is how they're viewing you. We got a Six of Pentacles in reverse. People view you as giving the bare minimum, or people intend to give you the bare minimum. They are viewing themselves as like being able to give you the bare minimum. That might be like what their intention is. So they may view you as somebody who maybe is low maintenance, doesn't require a lot. It's pretty like, I can just give you like, a little bit here and you're happy with that. You're satisfied with that. You don't cause a lot of stress in my life. You don't really say too much. You know what I mean? So they could be viewing you as like not really like causing a lot of conflict. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You're like, yeah, I just, I'm not like, it don't really take a lot to please you. For some of you, they're viewing you as like, it don't take a lot to please you. You know what I mean? Like, you don't really be around a lot like that anyway. People don't really see you that often. You're always at home. You're always secluded. They give up a little socially awkward vibe at times too. Like, you don't really like interact with a lot of people. So they're viewing you as like somebody who's deep. Like, when you do open up and talk, they be surprised that you be knowing the stuff that you be knowing. That's what people are viewing you as, like somebody who be knowing stuff that they didn't think that you would know, because you didn't give the appearance of like being present in the moment. You look like you'd be like disassociating or just be elsewhere in your own little world and not really focused on people. They feel like you'd be in deep thought. So people are viewing you as like somebody who'd be like, maybe I was gonna say spaced out, or just like in deep thought about shit. You know what I mean? And not really speaking up or speaking about what you've observed or what you just thought about. So maybe like maybe you like do like a little nervous laughter at times, or you give like a I don't know, maybe you say stuff at times and then you like go back on it, or you say something and then like maybe people think about it later on, like what? Like you may just say something sarcastically and then people go back and think about it, like, damn, that's kind of deep. Oh, I get what she or he was saying. Oh, so if people are viewing you as somebody who like says stuff at times that like it registers later. You know what I mean? Like you don't always just like say it right away, and it doesn't just like hit right away either. It's the way I guess the way that you say stuff doesn't just hit right away. It kind of has to come back later on them. They're like, oh, okay, I get it. So they're viewing you as like, maybe some of y'all they're viewing as like a level under them or a level higher than them. You know what I mean? In a way, like maybe you have a little bit more information, or maybe they have a little bit more. But they also kind of feel like you guys. Some of y'all they feel like you guys are unknown in a way, but like very, I must say, very powerful or very like influential. But you guys are like low key or hidden. Like you guys are very desirable. Because I got the devil here and the Knight of Cups. So they're finding you, people are viewing you to be very desirable on a sexual level and on like an intimate level, but they're like not wanting to invest a lot. You know what I mean? They may feel like some of y'all, they feel like you guys are expensive or like a high, like you, I would say high class, like you're expecting a lot. And then others of you, they feel like you guys are, easy to deal with, you know what I mean? But I don't know, they may be like their alone time. So I don't know. I kind of feel like some of y'all just view you guys like a taboo or like a fetish. Some of y'all you just being looked at like a fetish. Like people are finding you like they feel like you want a relationship or like you need a relationship, but like people really kind of need you in a way. Like they're obsessed about you. You know what I mean? They feel like you're obsessive, like controlling, possessive. You know what I mean? Like you tell it. I was gonna say you sell yourself up to be like, I'm not gonna say better than what you are. Thank you so much. Ooh, it's Candy. We back in here. So like you say, I'm gonna say you sell yourself up to be better than what you are. They kind of feel like, but they feel like you guys may be toxic as well. You know what I mean? So they may feel like you guys are, generous, but like you only do it as a way of trying to like attract people or trying to like, I don't know. I was gonna say try to control the dynamic of relationships by being overly generous in the beginning. Like you gaslight people, you love bomb people in the beginning. Like it's like a bait and switch. That's what they feel like. A lot of y'all, they feel like it's a bait and switch with you. Like, oh, you would show up with your best traits or your best qualities or your best features. Maybe most of y'all being attractive and whatever, and then they feel like in the end they're not going to get as much as they invested by dealing with you. This is how they're viewing you. I don't know if that's like, if it's like right now in the moment or if it's like down the line, but they feel like they wouldn't get back what they would invest into you time-wise. They feel like some of y'all, they feel like that you would, I don't know, you just like a guilty pleasure or a temptation that they would want to engage in, but like they don't want to have to get too invested into it. And they also worry about not being able to leave you alone if they did get involved. Or for some of y'all, they worry about going broke. You know what I mean? Dealing with you. Because of like the lack of reciprocation. Because we got 9 of Pentacles and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. These are selfish energies. I'm only thinking about me and my gain. So like they're viewing you as that. Like, you're one of, I don't know if you want a relationship, because we got Knight of Cups. So they feel like you guys are fickle. So they're viewing you as like somebody who wants relationships, but like maybe just the pleasure the pleasurable parts, the best parts. You know, like take me to go buy a designer, take me to get my hair done, take me to get my nails done, give me some sex. Like if you're a man, like give me some sex, buy me stuff. You know what I mean? Like those little things. You know what I mean? They feel like they're viewing you as like that type of person, like materialistic. You know what I mean? Even if you don't buy a lot of the shit, maybe some of y'all like they're looking at you as not materialistic and easy. Like it's both sides of the spectrum is what I'm trying to say. So you know where you are. You know where you are. That's it. Because Taurus energy came out first with the Six of Pentacles. So it has to do with your value system or your belief system, whatever way it goes for you. You know what I mean? So whatever. Anyway, could be a Virgo, could be Aquarius, could be a Virgo, could be a Pisces, could be a Capricorn, could be a Gemini, could be a Taurus. All right, and then because we got that, so it could be an Aries, Leo, Sag as well. All right, so we are on Libra. Libra. All right, so Libra. Oh, I need a little sippy sip. That was good. All right, so Libra. How are people currently viewing you guys right now? 6 of Wands in reverse and the Emperor. So they're viewing you guys as maybe a little out of touch with like what's going on around you guys. Could be doing with the Aries, could be doing with the Leo. Some of y'all, they feel like you guys are old school. But you guys aren't getting the credit or the validation for like how you do things, or you're not recognizing the attention and the influence or the popularity that you have. So some of y'all, people could be viewing you as somebody who like is like conceited because of their power, because of their status, because of their influence. Like you could be intimidating, you know what I mean? So people are viewing you as somebody who like doesn't get the recognition or the validation or attention that they deserve. All right. So they're viewing you as a great communicator, able to organize people, or able to like, they're viewing you as somebody like when you come through, people move or people acknowledge you, people notice you. So you get a lot of attention. This could be like from authority figures, like bosses, managers, or just people who are important. Like you make a lot of influence with people who are, I don't know, a lot of eyes are on you. I definitely get that. I want to say that a lot of eyes are on you. So you're being viewed as maybe a communicator. There's some of y'all online because we got the protest organizer, we got the star. So I was thinking online, and then we got four wands, which is going viral. So some of y'all are viewing as somebody who goes viral as like a public speaker, or you do a lot of like talking, you know what I mean? You say a lot of like witty stuff. You're a great conversationalist. You're good at like expressing your thoughts and getting them out. You know what I mean? You also speak so you give people a lot of hope. They're viewing you as somebody who gives people a lot of hope, and they're viewing you as somebody who has an attractive body, because we got the star here, the 4 of Wands. So some of y'all are viewing you guys as like keeping out hope of maybe having a relationship, or keeping out hope of maybe rekindling a relationship with somebody, or they're viewing you as somebody who they were like hoping that they can like encounter, talk to, meet up with, hang out with, you know what I mean? See you, because some of y'all are seeing you guys as like celebrities or stars, or seeing you guys as just like one in a million in a way, you know what I mean? I don't want to gas you up, but like they are seeing y'all as like one in a million, you know what I mean? Like you inspire them to be around, they be hyped to see you. So, all right. So anyway, they're viewing you guys as somebody who's heavy into like exercise or heavy into health, because it says the soul cyclist. And we got the personal trainer. So they're viewing you guys as somebody who's into like health, working out, or into taking care of your body, or into taking care of others, or you guys are just like inspiring to look at, inspiring to talk to, you know what I mean? And you guys may be teachers or speakers. I kind of get teachers, speakers, communicators, maybe rappers, singers. So you're being viewed as somebody who's very independent, has a lot of time to themselves, or just kind of like isn't afraid to get their hands dirty, isn't afraid to like maybe look a certain way. So you're kind of grounded to people. People are looking at you as being like realistic, very realistic and understanding of hardship. 6 of Swords. So you have a lot of knowledge too. The issue is that people are viewing you as somebody who, if they had conflict with, that they're wanting to like pick up wherever you guys left off at and like talk things out. So some of y'all are viewing you as somebody who they like want to come back around and talk to. They want to let go of a grudge. You know what I mean? The resentment. They maybe want to like be friends, or like renew the connection. So some of y'all are viewing you as somebody they want to do that with, and then others of you, they're viewing you as somebody that wants to do that. What's up, Will? You back? All right. So it's going back and forth, and in one of those energies, it's like either I just lost that train of thought. So fuck it, whatever. Whatever. I was just giving you a whole bunch of shit because for a second I just forgot what we was just doing. How they currently viewing you? Oh yeah. So So they're currently viewing you as somebody who maybe could be a drama starter at times, but you be hiding your hands, acting like it's not you starting trouble. So they view you though as a good time, like entertaining. Like when you're around, it's really like a moment of like where anything is possible. Like it's almost limitless. We don't really know what could happen, and the star's not always like that. It's just, but today it just feels that way. Like we never really know what could happen. Like the way that you think or the way that you kind of like fly off the handle at times. Like you're very like blunt, vulgar almost, or very direct about things, and you just kind of like say things straight out. So like people are viewing you as like, getting to the point, cutting to the chase, but like saying it in a way that's like pleasant or pleasing to hear. You know what I mean? Like you don't really like, I don't know. Some of y'all do get to the chase, and then others of you kind of like drag it out because Queen of Swords sometimes could be that unsolicited advice. So some of y'all be giving unsolicited advice. Like we didn't ask for that, you know what I mean? But like you just feel like you needed to say it, and people just be like, all right, you know what I mean? They listen. They're like, all right, thanks. You know what I mean? So people are viewing you as like somebody who can kind of do that. Also, now for some of y'all, if you got friends or like you ever went on like a girls or guys trip before, or you went somewhere with like together with them, they're feeling like you're betraying them or you betrayed them. Some of y'all because y'all didn't go on a trip with them, or they feel like you let them down or you betrayed them in some way. I don't know. I don't know how you might betray them. I don't know. Some of y'all just feel like y'all went behind their back. So people may be viewing you as somebody who will go behind their back, or they're viewing you as somebody who maybe competes with them, you know what I mean? Or something along the lines of that. But you're very competitive in general. But like they see you as still like somebody they would want to keep in their life, but I guess it's just like they feel like they need to watch you at times. So this may be like towards romantic partners or like financial opportunities. Maybe they feel like you guys are competing with each other in a way, but like they still admire you or they still respect you. You know what I mean? But it's also kind of like a tinge of like resentment in a way, because like maybe you guys don't talk to them as much. Maybe you don't say anything to them as much. Like at one time, maybe you were very communicative and very talkative with them, and now you maybe are just like a hi and bye, or maybe you know as much as they do, or maybe you feel like you know more than them in some way. So it kind of gives that vibe where it's like they're viewing you as like competition at the same time, but also sometimes like somebody who they're like happy to see, happy to have around, happy that they came into their life, happy that they had the experience with, you know what I mean? Happy that they were involved with you at one time, happy that they had a conversation with you. Like just those little bit of pieces. Like it's a whole bunch of different slew of things that people are viewing you guys. They view you guys going on trips a lot, spending a lot of money, having a large expensive bill, or having like large expenses. Maybe you have like large bills, or you have like more expenses than they do. You know what I mean? So maybe like your way of living is like more wealthier, or like more expensive than theirs. It kind of gives that vibe. Like people are kind of looking at the way you live. You know what I mean? So they're viewing you as somebody who maybe either goes on trips a lot, or you're somebody who's like always constantly needing to be stimulated, talked to. You know what I mean? Like it takes you a little while to reply back to. So like you want them to be like messaging you all quick, or you want them to be, I don't know, like interacting with you a lot, but then it takes you a little while to reply back. You know what I mean? So like people kind of feel like you play games in that way. Like you're being manipulative, acting like you're distant, acting like you're busy, acting like you have so much going on. You know what I mean? But they also kind of feel like it's just a game. But like still they like the game. So they like the game. You know what I mean? They fuck with you. It just, I guess people just be giving you shit. So maybe you be giving people shit. That might be kind of what it is too. Like people feel like you just be giving them shit. It's not personal. It's not been, well, some of y'all looks like it's vindictive, because the Queen of Swords and the Five of Wands kind of does give you vindictive. But we start off with the Knight of Swords. So we start with the Knight of Swords, usually honorable. Even if it's like with the Queen of Swords, you may just be very sarcastic. You may also say stuff that people don't want to hear. You know what I mean? Like, why are you saying that? Like, you know what I mean? Like me sometimes. Like, why are you saying that, Noonie? I didn't want to hear that. Oh, okay, my bad. I just was telling you just so you could know. So, like, sometimes y'all might be doing that too, where people just didn't care, but, you know what I mean? But, and also because you got a lot of time in, so people could be viewing you as somebody who has a lot of time in, either on your job or has, like, a lot of experience. You know what I mean? They can always, like, count on you, or you could recollect a lot of, like, past conversations. Maybe you be keeping the receipts of shit, because people kind of, like, I don't know. With this, sometimes it could be also frugal. I kind of thought about that too, because Six of Swords could also be like somebody who's reneging a situation. So maybe it could even be like you guys are kind of frugal. Like maybe at one time you guys intended to buy something expensive, or had some intention to like spend a certain amount of money, and then when you get there, you be like, nah, I'm not getting that. You know what I mean? So like people kind of seem like you don't necessarily, like, I don't know, keep your word at times. You know what I mean? So. I feel like you don't keep your word sometimes. Yep. Anyway, let me get signs. could be a well, you know, I feel like you don't keep your word. They feel like you be doing a lot of shit. You be moving around. You be doing a lot. Yeah, you missed it a little bit, D Goddess. You be moving around. You be doing a lot. Like, so they feel like you live an active lifestyle. Like, you be going to the gym. You be going to the movies. You be dating. You be doing creative projects. You be talking to mad people. They feel like you got time for everything that you care about but me. So people are viewing you as that too. I wanted to put that out there. So there's a lot of messages I'm going to tell you. I'm about to wrap it up. Could be a Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra, Leo, Aquarius, Virgo. Yeah, Libra. All right. So a lot of people are also viewing y'all as like having a one-sided connection with you, where they feel like they're investing more into this, so they care more than you do. All right. So Scorpio. Little Scorpio. All right, Scorpio. Hey, the real spiritual baddie. What's up? Who is that? Oh, Xavier. Who is that? Who's that? Oh, Miss Xavier. Hey there. All right, so Scorpio. Of course, my pleasure. Real. Oh, Scorpio. Dang. I don't know. The Empress wanted to come out. In reverse, too, though. All right, so people are viewing you as somebody who's entitled, spoiled, used to getting your way. They feel like you guys live a very comfortable lifestyle. Somebody's always waiting on you, or somebody's always taking care of you, or they feel like you just be waiting on somebody just to come rush into your life and just, I was gonna say, spoil you or just treat you better than you've ever been treated before. You know what I mean? So they're viewing you as somebody who's comfortable, easy to talk to, they're like worthy of being pursued at this time. They feel like now some of y'all are viewing as somebody they need to, like, I would say, play themselves up to be a little bit better than what they are. It could be a Libra, could be a Taurus, could be a Sag. They feel like they need to play themselves up a little bit more. Yeah, Five of Swords. They be kind of cautious of what they say. So people are viewing you as somebody who's either cautious of what they say, of what you say, or they feel like they have to be very cautious of what you say. You know what I mean? Or what they say to you. So like they be listening and then like making sure that they don't say the wrong things. Because Taurus energy or Libra energy is a Venus energy, which also deals with like self-worth. So some of y'all, they feel like you don't know your own value just yet. They don't know like either how attractive you are, or they feel like you don't know exactly like what you really offer at this moment. So some of y'all are just kind of viewing you guys as like a lucky break. Just some of you. You know what I mean? And then for others of you, they're viewing you as somebody who's spoiled, entitled, expecting a lot. You know what I mean? Also overly confident, aggressive at times. You know what I mean? They also view you as like somebody who's always looking for adventure or looking for the easy way out. So they view you as like somebody who like, I don't know, they could be always like, maybe like, I don't know, I was gonna say it's always like a difficulty or an issue that you're dealing with at times. So they feel like you're always dealing with some type of issue or some type of complications at times. So some of y'all, they feel like you may be a little lazy or just used to like people always showing up for you a certain way. So they're viewing you as like, just, whenever you pop out, whenever you show up, people are just used to like, spoiling you or giving you what you want when you want. You know what I mean? They also feel like you're very like bold the way that you say stuff. So some of y'all, I don't know. Some of y'all, I'm gonna say like people be thinking that y'all be begging in a way, or that you guys be like not begging. Let's not say begging, because that's not even a good way. Because the Empress doesn't beg, but in reverse, sometimes she like undervalues herself. Like they can feel like you're very down to earth, but they also kind of feel like I don't know. It's almost like, how do I put that into words? It's almost like you expect so much is what I kind of get. Like some of y'all, they kind of view you guys as like older. You know what I mean? Like older in a way. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Like I kind of look at some of y'all as like, they may look at you guys like maybe, I'm not even gonna say this, but I'm gonna say it anyway. Some of y'all are viewing y'all as like out of y'all prime. All right. And they're like, this is only for like a short time. Like I'll spoil you, I'll do whatever, but like I'm out of here. You know what I mean? And then for others of you, they're viewing you guys as like not really causing a lot of conflict. And like I found a really pretty one or a really attractive one, and she doesn't know what she's really worth at this moment. So they're also viewing you as like somebody who they would like need to gaslight and tempt or like put up this illusion. Because we got the Five of Wands, Five of Swords in reverse, Seven of Swords, and the Page of Swords. This is all manipulative type of energy. Good for selling you dreams, illusions. So they either viewing you as somebody who's like that, but you're really spoiled. You know what I mean? Like you're like a bait and switch. You know, you look attractive or whatever, but you expect so much. You may like have this look of like being able to take care of yourself or being worthy of like being showered with affections, gifts, of all that, and then they feel like it's a bait and switch. They're viewing you as that, like, you know, you show that you're not really like contentious, you don't cause a lot of problems, a lot of issues, but then you show the real you, which is all mind games, and the Two of Pentacles was all you playing games or being indecisive, really showing them uncertainty, not being what they expected to be. But then for others of you, they're just looking at you as somebody who could possibly be a trophy, an experience, somebody who they'd want to deal with. You may be the best option choice that they have. They just don't want you to know that. You know what I mean? So some of y'all, they be gaslighting you or trying to create internal conflict in you by maybe like, I was going to say ghosting you guys or not talking to you guys as much, or like giving this uncertainty in the connection. They're viewing you as like that's how they feel like would like break your confidence or would like make you lower your value to them, or like it would make you I was gonna say humble you guys in a way, like bring you guys down to earth at points. So some of y'all are viewing as like somebody who's like used to having a lot of options, used to having the best picks, used to being treated better than other people, used to like, you know, getting what you desire, getting what you want without a lot of effort, a lot of energy, just simply going out and just saying, I want this and I'm gonna have it. So they're viewing you as somebody who can get it and can be a go-getter, but you've gotten too comfortable or too used to like be like having the finer stuff, or gotten too used to like being spoiled, or too used to like having things your way. You know what I mean? So it's be like your dad, your mom, your like past girlfriend, boyfriend been spoiling you. So now all of a sudden you go out into the world and you think that everybody's gonna spoil you. So people are viewing you as that, like, you gotta. I mean, I'm not gonna say you got a wake up call coming, but some of y'all may be viewing. They may be viewing you guys as that. They may view you guys as like immature, somebody who plays a lot of games, somebody who like, you know, doesn't really want any trouble or drama, but like be bringing it on themselves anyway. You know what I mean? You just say you don't want no trouble. You just say you don't want no drama, but you be causing it in their mind. This is how they're viewing you. Don't always mean it's right. It's just how people view you. Sometimes if people have a conversation with you, then they see that view a little bit differently. But for now, that is how they're viewing you guys. You know what I mean? They're viewing you guys as like always going on trips, having some of the latest, the luxury designer. You know what I mean? You have all this look of like glitz, glam, and glare, and you make it look really good, but they kind of feel like some of y'all's a facade. It's not really what it is, like, or who you're portraying yourself is not really who you are. Like some of y'all are portraying yourself as a big Willie, or portraying yourselves as like, yeah, I don't know, maybe better off than you are. Not saying that you're not, because you could be, but people may view you as like playing, like, you know, they may view you guys as like juggling money, or trying to like pinch, like robbing Peter to pay Paul, or like, I don't know, or just having issues, like multitasking, having issues like work-life balance. Like you either always at work, or you're always chilling, or you're always like having, they feel like you just live this comfortable life. Even if you're always at work, they feel like it's an easy ass job, or it's a job where you just be getting luxuries and you just be living the life. Like people view you as like really living the life in some way. You know what I mean? Now, some of y'all, if you're like married or in a relationship, they feel like you guys are tired of being in a relationship, or tired of being married, or, you know what I mean, tired of being responsible to a partner, to a spouse. They feel like you got a shitty spouse. For some of y'all, they feel like you guys got a shitty spouse, or not that attractive of a spouse, or not that attractive, or the partners you were dating prior to them were not that attractive. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys just be attracted to anything. They feel like some of y'all just be attracted to anything. So some of y'all, they've been spying on you, because we got Page of Swords here. They're viewing you guys as like having options, but like not picking the right ones. Like, yeah, you got some choices and shit, but like the ones you pick, like, you serious? So, so some of y'all, that's how they're viewing y'all. All right. So anyway, it could be Aquarius, could be a Leo, could be a Scorpio, could be a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, could be a Capricorn, Aries, Leo, Sag, Taurus. All right. Okay, so who we on now? We on Sag. We on Sag. I just had to put my feet up for that. I was like, damn, what is going on for a second? Damn. All right, so Sag. How are people currently viewing you guys? As a little socially awkward, but also somebody who's like entertaining to look at. You guys just be doing whatever you want to be doing too, because we got Page of Wands reversed, Virgo. So they're viewing you as somebody who's probably not interested in them. Like these are people who probably want to like be around you, want to be in your intimate space, but they also view you as like somebody who's not interested in them. Like you're a little socially awkward, so they may view you as like kind of goofy, a little shy. I don't know. That's not normally a Sag energy, but maybe it is. They kind of view you guys like a little goofy, but like very adventurous, off to the next opportunity. They kind of feel like you're not gonna say an opportunist, because not even that. So they're viewing as like somebody who kind of like has like looks at connections or looks at relationships as like a passing fancy. Like you guys, they either view you guys as like somebody who stays alone, or somebody who just doesn't interact with a lot of people, but you get a lot of attention. You know what I mean? Like you mingle with people pretty well, but like you're really like a loner, or you're really isolated a lot, or you just don't really like entertain people. You know what I mean? Like you're not one to like, I don't know, I'm not gonna say not be generous, but you're not one to like play a role maybe, or play a certain position. So people are viewing you as like somebody who doesn't want to play a certain position. What's up there, C Mac? You know what I mean? So also with the Page of Pentacles, though, they're viewing you as somebody who either works out. It's a personal trainer, so either viewing you as somebody who works out, or somebody who tries to take who has like more like a vital energy to them, like a young energy to them. Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Could be Aquarius, could be a Capricorn. So they're viewing you guys as like very controlling, demanding. You guys respect a lot. You guys get a lot of respect, but they also feel like you guys be talking. So they're viewing you as somebody who talks in a condescending way at times, or talks like they're smarter than people, or talks like they know more than people, or talks like they've had this natural right to just kind of like take control and like, you know, take charge when they want to. People are viewing you as somebody who's like either abuse their authority at times, or somebody who they would have to like, they would want to abuse some type of status and authority that they have in your life to like, you know, maybe get you to date them or to be with them. So they may feel like they have influence in your life and would want you to date them in that way. But others of you, they feel like that's what you guys be doing. Y'all use your status, your influence, maybe your position, if you have a job or a career that like allows you to like have like status and like reputation, or because we got the devil here with the Chariot too, the Chariot in reverse. So people may feel like you use your status or your authority or your position of power. Maybe you travel. They feel like you use that job or that career to attract partners, that you're able to attract partners with it, and they feel like you take advantage of that. They feel like you're very manipulative. We got the Queen of Swords in reverse with the Chariot in reverse, so people are viewing you as like somebody who's manipulative, but like stable financially. Like, so they may feel like you manipulate using maybe money, career, or finances, or resources in a way to like connect with people. And this could like just be friends. Like it doesn't always have to be romantic. You could be like, that's how people be your friend. Like people are maybe your friend because you have money, material, because you are somebody who's respected, has a good image, or well, you don't have like the greatest image at this point with the Chariot in reverse. You may have a great image, but people may look at you as like maybe overly confident. You know what I mean? Needing to humble yourself at times. Like you've gotten to a position of maybe prominence or status where you really can't do no wrong. Because the Page of Wands is like somebody who's just doing whatever they want to do. And with the Chariot in reverse, like you got reputation and status, but like it's like at this point you just kind of like say whatever, do whatever when you feel like it. You know what I mean? So like people feel like you maybe like, I don't know. I'm not gonna say because it's not even like you overstayed your welcome because they like it, but it's just kind of like people like feel like you recognize your power now, or you like gotten comfortable like asserting yourself, or you've gotten comfortable just kind of speaking your mind. You know what I mean? Or being very blunt with people, or being very cold and cutthroat with people. Like you don't really care too much about others is what people view. Like they do, like you're there for like practical reasons. Like you'll do what needs to be done because it's your job or whatever the case is. Like in general, even if it's a relationship or a friendship, like you do what you know you're supposed to do. But like when you know that you got somebody, you got them, and it is what it is. It's like, hey, I know I got you. I know that in this moment I have the authority, or I have the lead, I have like the final say so on this, or I know that I'm like the one. So I'm gonna say it, or I'm gonna do this. And it's like you guys would just take on like your own. When you want to do something, you just do it without really explaining to anybody else. You don't feel like you need to tell people shit. You know what I mean? You feel like you be making plans, or you just do whatever you want to do when you want to do it. Even if people gave you advice or whatever, you're like, I'm just gonna do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like you kind of give off this unconcerned or nonchalant type of energy. You don't work hard. People feel like you don't work hard. Even at the job, people feel like you do not work hard. They feel like you just do your own little thing when you feel like it, and then you be having these spurts where either you're very consistent, or where you're like taking on the responsibilities, you're doing your day to day, you're doing what you're supposed to do. But for the most part, they feel like you just be like cha la la la, just out here, just doing what you want to do, because they feel like you've had some type of, either you have the position and status, or you just have this respect from people. You know what I mean? And some of y'all, well, people feel like you earned it. So let me not even say that. Can't even say that you didn't earn it. We got 10 of Wands in here. So people are just kind of jealous of you. With the Page of Wands in reverse, people are jealous of y'all. You know what I mean? They're jealous of like your ability to do what you want to do, and how you just don't really care. You really come off as like, I'm just going to do what I'm going to do. If they're going to fire me, or if they're going to stop dating me, or if they're going to stop liking me, or if they're going to stop talking to me, all right. Like you really have a sense of self. That's what it is. You know what I mean? Like maybe you get mad at me. Like even if it was like a spouse, like maybe maybe your spouse know that they're gonna get mad at you. They're gonna say whatever, and you just be like, oh, I know you're gonna get mad. I know you're gonna say whatever you're gonna say. All right, go ahead and say it. Where you want me to go? You want me to leave? You want me to move? What do you want me to do? All right, you know what I mean? It's like you really just kind of come off as like unbothered and like able to take care of yourself, so that people are viewing you as like somebody who has independence, but maybe you are in a partnership, or maybe you can easily get a partnership. I kind of get the vibe like you can easily get a partnership because the Page of Wands is like you fall in love very easily, but you also fall out of love very just as fast. So like people are viewing you as like somebody who falls in love like maybe every week, maybe because of your career, or where maybe you're traveling a lot. So maybe you're like a truck driver, or you just like always on the go, or like a traveling nurse, or you're like whatever you are, you do something where it's the public eye because it's the Chariot. So you do something where you're in the public eye, and because of this, you're able to get options and choices very easily, and they just feel like you don't even seem to care too much because you're doing pretty good by yourself. You know what I mean? So it's like, you kind of just talk to people any type of way. It's like you come off very bold or very blunt at times, like take me or leave me. You know what I mean? And for the most part, it kind of seems like they'll take you, but like at the same time, people feel like you're an imposter at times. Like this isn't really who you are. They kind of feel like you put up a facade or you put up this image just for everybody else. You know what I mean? Like they feel like you really be slacking off, or they feel like it, but like it's kind of hard to prove. That's what I'm trying to say. Like you guys play the game pretty good. That's what I would say. People view you as like knowing how to play the game, knowing like what to say, how to say it. You know what I mean? Like you're very good at that. That's what people view you as. But also like really being in charge right now. They feel like it's your world, and whatever you're doing right now, if it's your career, if it's like relationships, if it's wherever you are, people feel like it's your world, and they just living in it. And I don't even gashing you up right now, because that's really what it is. Like people really feel like you be like just taking advantage of like shit, like your ability to kind of just do what you want to do. Like I'm surprised I ain't see the strength. You know what I mean? Let me look. Let me see. It should be in the next 3 cards if that's the case, though. No, we don't got that. Oh wait, there it is. 4. Yeah. Strength is in there. So yeah, hell yeah. So it could be a Leo, Capricorn, Virgo, Aquarius, Virgo, Cancer, Sag, Leo, Aries. All right. Damn. Y'all don't be entertaining the bullshit, huh? All right, turn that over here so we can look at me. Okay. Hey there, norms. All right. So, here we go. So Capricorn, I'm gonna take you in a second, Royal. Relax, buddy. We're almost done. It's kind of late for him. All right, so Capricorn, how are people viewing you guys? Ooh, King of Pentacles. Hey, we love it. King of Pentacles, you guys, right now. This Midas touch, but it's also just very grounded, stable, mature, able to take care of yourself and others. That's how they're viewing you guys. So people are viewing you as big money, or viewing you guys as a boss. All right. Or a father figure, or a mother figure, or like just somebody who's very nurturing, grounded, knows what they want. All right, so could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, could be a Gemini. So they're viewing you as somebody who's up at weird hours, or you're asleep at like very early. 8 of Swords. They're viewing you guys as somebody who doesn't really care too much. So you guys don't have like you don't get embarrassed, or you guys are easily annoyed by people. So you're being viewed as like easily annoyed and have issues looking past people's imperfections. So people may be viewing you guys as like vain. Like they worry a lot about your perception, how you view them. Could be dealing with Aquarius, could be dealing with a Gemini, Scorpio. People are viewing you as like maybe outgrowing them at times. So maybe like the connection that you guys once had, people are viewing you as outgrowing them. No longer like, I don't know, like thinking of them anymore. People are thinking about you, but they're thinking that you're no longer thinking about them. You release them. So people are viewing you as somebody who lets go very easily. You don't think about them at night. You don't think about them anymore. You know what I mean? Like you don't, and then also you don't get embarrassed too much, or you don't like you're not easily shamed or guilted. Like you don't feel guilty for anything that you do. Some of y'all people are viewing you as like getting out of a stressful or tight situation. Maybe you were in a very complex situation or a complex relationship with somebody who maybe made you doubt yourself, or made you feel less confident, or they just felt like maybe you weren't living up to their expectations, or some people are viewing you as not living up to their expectations. Like they feel like you have more potential than what you're like giving yourself credit for. That maybe you're blocking yourself off. That you're overthinking a lot. That you like go back and forth into like maybe I was gonna say some of y'all like a hermit mode, or like a pessimistic view of yourself. And then other days you guys are coming out. You're open. You know what I mean? So like people are viewing you as like somebody who like has a lot of potential or has a lot of like some of y'all star power or like a lot of just I would say potential. 'Cause that's like the least I could say is like you have a lot of potential, you just haven't expressed it yet. So you're being viewed in that light as that. And then others of you, they're viewing you as like somebody who's lost weight. Because we got star in reverse too. They're viewing you as somebody who's lost weight or somebody who gets a little like um, starstruck at times, or somebody who they're starstruck by. So it could be that too. Like maybe if you're a celebrity or if you're just attractive in that way, and people get starstruck by you. But like for others, people are viewing you as somebody who's like maybe a groupie, or like you get starstruck, or you've gotten starstruck, or they noticed it about you. Like they notice like maybe the people that you're like attracted to, so they may feel like you're kind of like a groupie in a way. Could be doing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Could be doing with Scorpio, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, or they're viewing themselves as like needing to portray themselves in that way. Like they're viewing you as like a person that they need to portray themselves in that way. Like what I mean, treat you. I mean, yeah, like act like a groupie, or I was gonna say some of y'all treat you like a groupie. So I don't know about the treat you like a groupie, but like maybe they feel like they need to act like a groupie. But I guess if we're being honest about anything, and it has to be both ways. So some of y'all, they want to treat you like a groupie. And then others of you, they feel like you guys would treat them like a groupie, or that they need to act as a groupie to be able to get your attention, to get you to recognize them, to notice them. All right. So some of y'all, they feel like they're viewing you as somebody who looks past the obvious, looks past their flaws, looks past like people's imperfections. You know what I mean? Like you don't stress them too much. You don't bring up a lot of their like insecurities. So people are viewing you as like somebody who doesn't bring up the insecurities, doesn't talk about their negative traits. You don't even say anything about it. You know what I mean? Like maybe they got a long big toe, or maybe their hair isn't done sometimes, or maybe he's got a small meat or something. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you don't, you know what I mean? You don't say anything. He's like, yeah, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Or sometimes they may have a stench or something, or they didn't clean up or something. Like you kind of look past it. So people are finding you attractive enough where they're looking past your flags, your red flags. They're looking past your flaws. So it's one of the two. It's one of the two. Either they're looking at you as somebody who looks past their flaws, or they're reviewing you as somebody who they look past your flaws, and they just want you around. You know what I mean? It's just like having you around anyway for the experience. You know what I mean? So you're easy to. I mean, well, Six of Cups is easy to talk to, but they also view you as somebody who romanticizes the past a lot. Like you get stuck in your glory days. Some of y'all stay stuck in your glory days. You keep bringing up old experiences and old times. Like you're good for recollecting memories and shit. You're good for holding on to certain memories, but people feel like you're selective with the memories that you be having. Like, you know what I mean? So they're viewing you as somebody who will bring up a story, but like part of the story. Not all the story, but like just part of it. So they feel like you be keeping certain stuff to yourself. That's what they be thinking. Like you only tell some of the story, or keeping certain details to yourself. And some of y'all are viewing you guys as having a new job, or going back to like an old career, or going back to something that you used to do that made money. You feel like you're doing that. And then, so also, I wanted to also give you this other storyline. So people are viewing you as somebody they want to renew or rekindle a relationship with. They felt like it was like, I don't know, they feel like it was almost there. You know, they may feel like there's still hope to maybe rekindle a relationship, or refresh, renew the connection again. So they're viewing you as somebody who doesn't really care if you guys do or don't get back together, or do or don't rekindle, or become friends again, or ever speak again. So people are viewing you as like somebody who, like, if we don't talk, we don't never got to talk again. So people are viewing you as like a relationship that could get off the ground at some point, but they also kind of feel like it's because Eight of Pentacles is here. I mean, Eight of Swords is here with the Nine of Swords. Is somebody who's very self-sufficient, doesn't really think too much about others. So people feel like you only be thinking about yourself at times. You know what I mean? Like, so they view as like not really caring whether you talk to people anymore, or whether you guys are interacting anymore, or whether people are around you. Like you're very self-sufficient. You're able to sustain yourself on your own. You know what I mean? Like so whatever was holding you back at one time, they feel like it's not holding you back anymore. You guys are seeing results, but like behind the scenes, or you guys are making moves behind the scenes. So people are viewing you as like somebody who doesn't let people know like what their next move is, or what their next action is. They may view you as being at a crossroad, but you're not really saying like what you're going to do or what's next. So they may be like view you as somebody who they have to keep their eye on at the same time. You know what I mean? Because they feel like some of y'all are about to go back to like maybe a past person, or some of y'all are about to go back to like a past maybe job or a past connection maybe, and restart it. So some of y'all, that's what they're doing, keeping tabs on you. But for others of you, they're also viewing you as somebody that they need to restart the connection in order to keep you from going back to that person. So yeah. All right. Anyway, it could be a Gemini, it could be Aquarius, it could be Scorpio. Could be a Libra, could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Scorpio. Also, they're viewing you guys as somebody who be saying a lot of shit for the wow factor or for like shock factor. You know what I mean? You gave them a wake up call. So some of y'all, if you stop talking to somebody, or you cut somebody off, or you stop paying somebody attention, or something like that, if you stop listening or stop communicating with them, they had a wake up call about that shit. They realized like, oh shit, you haven't been talking to me lately. We haven't had a conversation. We haven't like they realized that maybe they were being superficial with y'all. Some of y'all. You know what I mean? So maybe some of y'all are starting to see you guys differently. The tower could be like a sudden realization that something's going on. Norm said maybe they Norm said maybe they had ED. Norms, you know ED is just when people is just when they have bad what you call. Wait, oh were you just telling me that? Or are you just telling on somebody? Damn, Norms. Hey, Erica Berry. Damn, I miss you. Damn, I miss Virgo. Yeah, you miss Virgo. What's up, Sierra Blood? Alright, hold on, let me get the shuffle on real quick. Yeah, I'm with you, Abby May. I'm always for being self-sufficient. I don't want to have to require or need you. I'll work together, but I ain't going to want to have to need you. You know what I'm saying? Because people get crazy when you need them. Like, you need me, so you're going to play this way. I ain't. I sure ain't. All right, now for some of y'all, people are viewing you as somebody who they maybe realize that they took advantage of a situation or that they mishandled a situation. Could be done with a Leo or a Libra. So they're viewing you as somebody who maybe they wasted. Some of y'all are viewing you as somebody who they wasted time trying to get to know or trying to hold conversations with you because they feel like you guys are very dry. You guys don't put a lot of effort into the communication or conversation with them. So you feel like, you know, you're not very interested in them. They also feel like you got other people trying to fight for your attention too. So people are viewing you as like somebody maybe who has other suitors. Could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. So some of y'all, they feel like you guys are in a relationship, but also like seeking to see what else is out there. We got the Knight of Wands, and we got the Knight of Wands. Yeah, hell yeah. They feel like you guys are very selfish or very self-motivated, or they feel like you guys keep to yourselves a lot, but you guys be like doing stuff, I'm going to say behind the cover, where people cannot see it, because they be like searching and looking for like to see what you guys are really into. So people are viewing you as somebody who's maybe very self-sustainable, or has like a sugar dad, sugar mom, or has somebody who's like giving to you guys in secret or giving to you guys like on the side. Some of y'all, they think it's just like a casual relationship with somebody who you care about, you know what I mean? But like you don't like to like admit that you care about them, but you care about them a lot. So people are viewing as like caring more than you really do, but like giving off this illusion of like only wanting to like have maybe fun, or only wanting to have like I was gonna say like a donor, or only wanting to have like I don't know, or pretending to only be selfish and only pretending to be self-possessed. Hey there, Joy, all right, or something like that. Madison. All right, oh yeah, we got the devil here too. I knew that was gonna come out too. So they're viewing you guys as toxic with the King of Cups reverse. People are viewing you as somebody who's very emotionally manipulative, but you just don't really like. You could do a good job of expressing how you feel, but when people try to tell you how they feel, you're not trying to hear it. They feel like you don't really care too much about other people's feelings and emotions. You be having it, but like you don't really care too much. Like you came for what you came for, whatever it is. They feel like they need to either take you out, wine down you, take you guys on trips, take you on experiences, or just need to show up a lot. Like they feel like they need to take a lot of action and overdo things in order to get your attention and get you to notice it. So people feel like they either have to comment a lot, message you a lot, text you a lot, call you a lot, press you a lot, gift you a lot. They feel like they got to do too much to like get your attention or to get you to care about something. They feel like you don't really care too much. You know what I mean? So people do feel like you're very clever and very witty. You're funny. You know what I mean? You're funny. Haha. You're funny. You're easy to talk to. But at the same time, you kind of play mind games is what people feel like. They view you as somebody who plays mind games. Like one day you want to talk and you're very like, passionate about it and you're giving good conversation. And then the next day you're just like, I don't know, you're just doing whatever you're doing. You're really focused on yourself, closed off. I don't got time to talk. So people feel like you give mixed signals a lot. They view you as somebody who needs a lot of breaks or needs a lot of time to themselves. Like, you need to recuperate a lot. You know what I mean? You be resting a lot. You take a lot of breaks, and then you do like a little chatting here and there. Like you like to be entertained, or you like to watch people a lot. So if you don't like to be entertained, they feel like you be doing a lot of watching and looking and lurking and being nosy and eavesdropping you know what I mean, paying attention to what everybody else is doing. So they do be feeling like you be critiquing people too much, or you be, you know what I mean, just observing other people's stuff that they didn't ask you to look at. They, you know what I mean, like you're into people's business and they didn't ask you to, you know what I mean, to be into it. So like, I can see where that could be a good thing and a bad thing. Like you be looking at into people's business and they ain't asked you to do that. So people are viewing you as like being too nosy. Like need to mind the business that pays yours. Like you're worrying about my shit, we're about your shit. So people are viewing you as like needing to focus on your shit. You know what I mean? They view you as like being very like slick when it comes to maybe money, resources, or when you want something. Like you're good for like showing up like all extra bubbly, all extra like excited, when really all you want is either sex or you're looking for money or you're looking to ask for something or you need something. They think that you need something when they reach out, or they're feeling like that's what they need to do with you. So they hit you up, give a little bullshit, like, you know, little bullshit conversation, and then, you know, really talk about what they want to talk about. So a lot of people are either viewing you as like somebody who they need to show up like they care more than what they really do. You know what I mean? Like they feel like they need to show up and be their best version of themselves and pretend to be like better than what they really are and like emotionally mature and, you know what I mean, like really receptive to you and, you know, showing you the finer things and, you know, promising a whole lot. They feel like it's all they got to do is do all that, and that they can get you to need them. They can get you into a codependent pattern with them where you're going to always require or need them in some way to either take care of a bill, take care of responsibility, cook for you, clean for you, something. There's something like strategized about like how people feel like they have to deal with you because they feel like you're being strategic. You know what I mean? They find you to be very desirable, sexually, because we got the devil here and we got the Page of Wands, so they do be wanting to fuck on y'all. So you need to know that. But they also feel like you guys are very selfish and only like focused on yourself and what you can get, what you can gain. You know what I mean? Now some of y'all are viewing is like in a relationship but still trying to like, you know, see what else you can get. So you know what I mean? So that's what you need to know. Anyway, also some of y'all that are viewing you guys like maybe at one time quitting an addiction, but then like restarting it again. So maybe you stop smoking weed or stop drinking and or stop eating fast food and you start back again. You know what I mean? They're viewing you as like quitting an addiction, but then starting back again, or quitting a certain type of lifestyle, then starting back again. So maybe you used to dance or some shit, or used to, I don't know, sling or whatever, used to gamble. Maybe you used to do something at one time and then you went back and you're doing it again. So they're viewing you as like somebody who's like doing it again, or somebody who they feel like they would have to like talk into doing it again. You know what I mean? Like, so it's one of those, like they would have to talk you into doing that again, or talk you into like experiencing this again. So some of y'all are viewing you like somebody they can like win over with words and emotional ploys or emotional like it's gifts and stuff, but like it's like thoughtful like gestures. You know what I mean? Like I get you a gift that maybe was on your birthday, Valentine's Day. Like they feel like they could be generous in that way and get what they want from you too. So people are viewing you as that one, as like somebody who's a little naive and maybe in need of money or need of help or need of assistance. And they feel like all they have to do is just give you a little bit more love or a little bit more like attention than like maybe a previous partner or the people who are around you. And they feel like if they just do that, if they just invest just a little bit more, that they would have like a good win or a good pick here. So people are viewing you as that. Like they're even considering that. People are viewing you as somebody who they reconsider now as like sexually desirable, or somebody who they would like sleep with, or somebody who they would like, you know, maybe like splurge on, you know what I mean, in a way, but it's like temporary. You know what I mean? Because some of y'all, they already have relationships. So people may be looking at you as a temptation and something that they just want to experience just to say they did. And they're willing to like, you know, pay generously for it, or they're willing to invest a little bit more than what they would have invested in another relationship just for it. So, all right. Or I could say this, people are also viewing you as dealing with somebody who you used to deal with, somebody who you had a toxic connection with. And they're viewing you as like going back to them, like starting up the conversation with them, opening the lines of communication with them again. And they're viewing you as like going for the same bullshit all over again because you guys have a codependent pattern or whatever you got going on. So, all right. Could be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Sag, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Capricorn, Virgo, Capricorn, Libra. All right. Hey, to D. How you been? I ain't seen you in a minute. Pisces. You said us aquas are hard to read. It just comes with the territory. It's annoying, but I get it. It is hard to. Y'all are hard to read. Y'all are. It is annoying too. I'm glad you said that, and it wasn't just me saying that because y'all are annoying, very much. All right. Woohoo. All right. So people are viewing you as somebody who they're attracted to, but just don't know how to speak up or just don't know how to communicate it to you. Could be dealing with Aquarius. Could be dealing with the Aries or Sagittarius, or they just don't know how to initiate with you. They're finding you attractive. They just don't know how to initiate. You know what I mean? Yeah, I've been busy too. I've been here. I'm glad you made it around though. I'm glad you're still doing well. Oh, okay. So people are viewing you as somebody who is either impress them or they want to impress you. Could be a Taurus. They view you guys as like knowing the right thing to do, the right thing to say, and like people doubt themselves around you. Or they're noticing that you doubt yourself when it comes to like the right thing to do. Like you guys are like sticklers for rules now or sticklers for like convention. Like you guys don't really like to go outside the what's already been done. You guys like to like, stick to code or stick to like procedure in some way. So you guys are maybe a very like principled. There's a certain way that you will and won't do things. So people feel like you're like almost like a judge in a way, or like a voice of reason at times with the Seven of Swords. Like you're very perceptive. You're very good at details. You're very good at analyzing and listening. And in hindsight, people are viewing you. So people are viewing you as somebody now, like in hindsight. So it's in hindsight that they're noticing you. That's what it is. So, So let me see something. So we got Aquarius, we got Taurus so far. Let's see. And we got Aries, Leo, Sag, when I said earlier. We got Leo. So people are viewing you guys as like dimming yourselves down in the name of maybe spirituality or in the name of like frugality or in the name of like, I don't know, social like justice or social, I don't know, let's say social reform. So maybe some of y'all are like social reform. I don't know, they feel like you guys have changed your image. Some of y'all maybe coming off a little bit more spiritual or like I was saying like a Debbie Do-Gooder or like a Ned Flanders. You give like a Ned Flanders, like a kumbaya, everything's going well. People are viewing it as very spiritual, having a lot of knowledge. Like maybe some of y'all maybe going to college or graduate or have like a high esteemed position in the government or in a position of like status, prominence. Like you take your job very seriously, but like also like an easy, it seems, I mean, some of y'all, it seems like an easy going job. But they feel like you're an authoritarian in that position, or like some of y'all a gold standard in that position, but you be dumbing yourself down or dimming yourself down. You know what I mean? But they also feel like you guys are overly cocky, but like they don't mind. They don't mind. You know what I mean? People feel like you be saying bullshit too. But like it doesn't, like people don't take it offensively. People don't get offended by you. Like even when you just be saying or doing whatever you do, people don't get offended by you. They're viewing you as somebody that doesn't easily like make people upset or doesn't like frustrate or like disappoint people. Like people, they know. So people are viewing you as somebody that people try to like be cool with or try to like, they treat you like a big deal. That's what they're viewing you as. Somebody that people treat as a big deal, like a holier than thou at times. Because we got the temperance and we got the hierophant. Like you give a holier than thou type of vibe. You know what I mean? Where it's like people want to like impress you or they're impressed by you. Maybe by your wisdom, maybe by your experiences, maybe by like your world experiences, your travels, the stories you tell. Like they feel like you're a good storyteller because we had the Knight of Wands and the Temperance. Like you're a good storyteller. You guys maybe like play shit up to be bigger than what it is, or you just like very vivid with your stories. Like, maybe you tell everything. It kind of seems like you tell everything. You don't leave no stone unturned when it comes to like expressing or telling your thoughts. And they feel like you guys will also just say what's on your mind, but you say it in a way where people don't really feel like, I mean, like it may be harsh, but people don't, they feel like you're doing it in like good faith. So people are looking at whenever you offer them opportunities or whenever you show up, it's for a good look. They know that it's going to be something that's consistent. Well, it may be inconsistent, but they know that it's trustworthy, or it's like they know that it's coming from a good place, from a sincere place, a genuine place. So people do look at you as like somebody who maybe could be doing better in life, but like sometimes you like sacrifice yourself for others, or you only be having like 1 foot in, 1 foot out when you do stuff. Like you don't go full throttle into like any one thing. They feel some of y'all, they feel like you guys got a lot of different little things going on, little different creative projects. You guys are very energetic. Some of y'all, and then some of y'all that are viewing as somebody who has great sex. I got the Knight of Wands with the Ace of Wands and the Temperance and the Sun. Like, but you guys just don't really commit, or they want to. They're in some. I don't know. So some of y'all you may be already in a commitment, or they may be already in commitment, and then people are wanting to like try their hand. Because we got Five of Swords was also like considering why I even walked away or why I even challenged the situation. So sometimes people are wondering like, people are viewing you as like, do they even want to like challenge you? Do they even want to like approach you? Do they even want to like compete? Because some of y'all, they view you guys like very attractive, a big deal in their environment, or a big deal with other people or around people. Like, because people kind of play you up to be major, you know what I mean, or to be like I said, a gold standard is like the I guess it's like the layman's way I could say, or like the lightest way I could say it, but it's almost like you're a judge in a sense, or you're like imagine just being popular, or being like attractive, or being like known in a way, or like I don't know, you're just a big deal. Like, you know what I mean? So some of y'all are viewing you guys as foreign too, because we got temperance. And some of y'all are viewing you guys as like foreign, maybe not from around here. Like, you give like an otherworldly vibe, even if you are from the same city, state, town as everybody else. You just give off a vibe of like not being from around here, and like you're not really fully like, I don't know, you're not able to fully like grow. Like, people kind of feel like you need to go somewhere, you need to be somewhere. They're viewing you as like needing to be elsewhere. Like, you have so much potential to be like amazing for some of y'all. Like, so it's like where you should be somewhere else, or you should be doing something else, or you should be like really trying your hand at things. You know what I mean? Like, they really want you to kind of just go for it. People are viewing you as like somebody who needs to just go for it. Just go for whatever. Just do whatever you want. You know what I mean? So, and they don't want to stand in the way of it either. Like, people are inspired by you guys. Whether they see you consistently or not, they're inspired when they do see you. Like, they're happy that they see you, but they view you as like they need to like keep it under wraps when you're around, because they feel like, you know what I mean, like you're not into that. You don't really care too much about that. Like, they feel like you're not moved by regular earthly things. People feel like you're moved by like a higher sense of purpose, or like you attach higher purpose to the things that you engage in, whatever that may be. They feel like you be having like other purposes or other reasons for why you do stuff. Like, it may come off as like ill-timed, or it may come off as like suddenly like made, and maybe you're just making like these impulsive moves, or you just decide to strike out and go on a trip, or you just decide to like just randomly go and move, or you do just like randomly approach somebody, or randomly try a business venture, or do something, and they feel like it just goes well for you. Like, things just always be working in your favor, or things always just be working out for you in the long run. You know what I mean? So people are looking at you as like a mentor. They're viewing you as like a sense of happiness, or a source of happiness. You know what I mean? Like, you're responsible. It's almost like you're responsible for their happiness. So people are viewing you as like very easy to get along with. Like, they're glad that you're around. Like, your presence adds a lot of input, or a lot of impact to the environment around you. So people are viewing that. They're noticing that. They're noticing that when you're around, how everybody is getting better, how the environment itself gets better. So you bring a lot of like, you know, I'm gonna say blessings, or just a lot of like peace when you're around. But you can get very feisty, because people view you as that, like being very feisty, being very bold, being very maybe violent at times, or very physical, which could just be like an exertion of energy, but it can also be like very physical. Like, some of y'all may be like aggressive physically, or just kind of like, I don't know, it kind of gives like a bold and in your face. Like, people are viewing as like somebody who's in your face, but like you don't. It's almost like you don't do too much, but like, I'm doing something. You see me, but like I'm not like this ain't nothing. So it kind of gives a vibe like where it really ain't nothing, but like it is something. But you've really done played it down to seem like it's not nothing. You know what I mean? Because maybe to you this is regular. You know what I'm saying? So people are viewing you as like someone like living a life that they would aspire to live. You know what I mean? Or living experiences that they would aspire to have. So it's one of those. Could be a Taurus, Leo. Hey there, Spiritually Thrive. Shay. Could be a Aquarius. Could be an Aries, Leo, Sag. Could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Sag, Leo, Taurus, Gemini. Okay. So, y'all, that was the reading for today. Thank y'all so much for being here. Thanks for rocking and rolling. I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks for those super chats. Thanks for those super thanks. Thanks for the likes in advance. Make sure you guys like this on the way out, so people can know that I was here today. Because sometimes I don't be showing up to work, and then people be like, "You didn't show up," but they don't say that to me. But I know they be thinking it. So, but anyway, thank y'all so much. I gotta get my dog out. He's pacing now, so he's gotta pee bad. And he's the big dog. He don't pee. He don't pee in my house, but I don't want to keep making him uncomfortable. So, hey, y'all, I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. I don't know if I'm going to be doing I know I'm going to do a members live, and then I'll probably be doing a All Signs live. But I kind of was thinking about pick a card, too. I don't know. Depends on how I feel, but it'll be something. So, anyway, Your dog be doing that? Yeah, he's doing that right now. That's what I'm saying. I gotta take him out. It's cold as hell too. It's like 38 degrees with the wind chills. I'm like, I guess I'll take you out right now. Let me put my coat on. So yeah, I'm about to get that. And then Shay, I'm gonna get to you in a second too. I just had to get this out the way. Anyway, y'all, I'm gone. Hit that like on the way out. Thanks in advance.